There's this, I didn't even call it controversy, but for Washington, D.C., and there's a couple of Republicans, too, I think, making this more controversial than it should be. But it was the decision by Kevin McCarthy to remove Ilhan Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee, which works differently than how he removes Swalwell and Schiff from the Permanent Select Committee. We'll get into those details because there actually has to be a House vote on this, which is interesting because you would think you become Speaker of the House, and you would be able to remove and add people at will. Certainly, of course, there's negotiations that go on with the parties, and parties try to put people forward. But to me, the fact that you even have to make this kind of case is interesting, and probably something that people are learning about. But for Ilhan Omar to claim this, I think we have to play the bite. It's the best way to show, because she's just feigning ignorance about all these statements she's been making about Jews and Israel since 2019 that we've called out as anti-Semitism before. And we've called for Congress to take action like censures before. But take a listen to this. This is on CNN.
So when you apologized for All About the Benjamins comment, you said anti-Semitism is real, and I'm grateful for Jewish allies and colleagues who are educating me on the painful history of anti-Semitic tropes. What did you learn?
A lot. I certainly did not or was not aware that the word hypnotize was a trope. I wasn't aware of the fact that there are tropes about Jews and money.
Okay. Well, can I read that?
No,
one,
I mean,
please?
like I said it. If you don't know that, then you're not qualified to serve on
Foreign Affairs Committee.
Certainly, because that's just a basic knowledge. If you're going to be in any kind of like political or leadership role, if you're going to talk about racism and issues like that, I mean, this is again, it doesn't take a lot of education level to know that there's an issue with people who try to use Jews and money, like she did with these intentional tweets, like it's all about the Benjamins.
Well,
baby.
I want to put these up on the screen.
Hypnotize in her tweet.
Yeah, I want to put these up on the screen so for people that are watching us can see these tweets. So the first one is it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Benjamin's referencing money. And then she says Kevin McCarthy threatens punishment for Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib over their criticism of Israel. It's stunning how much time U.S. political leaders spend defending a foreign nation, even if it means attacking free speech rights of Americans. That's what she says. Okay, all about the Benjamins was a direct reference to it. Then she says, Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them see the evil doings of Israel. This is a member of the United States Congress. Israel has hypnotized the world. Nazi propaganda from Goebbels in a movie he did. May Allah awaken the people and help. I wouldn't put her on any committee, frankly.
No, and a Foreign Affairs Committee is as close against like intel when you've got, again, you're dealing with foreign governments, you're dealing with classified information, and she has been highly critical of U.S. allies. And so why, like Israel, but also Gulf state allies as well. She doesn't like the Saudis, she doesn't like the Emiratis. She, of course, is fine with Hamas. She's, and remember, she put in that statement once, we've seen unthinkable atrocities committed by, and she said, the U.S., of course.
Right.
Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, the Taliban. She's comparing America and Israel to Hamas, the Afghani, I don't even know what it means to say just Afghanistan, but then the Taliban specifically. So comparing the U.S. to two foreign terrorist organizations and Israel to two foreign. You want to take all the Israel stuff out? Take it out. There's Jews in America that are American citizens that deserve the same protections as well, that people don't have to be elevated who try to hide behind ignorance. She is not ignorant. She specifically used terms that were anti-Semitic, like all about the Benjamins, or to say the hypnotized word, or to compare Israel to Hamas to the Taliban. This is all done intentionally. Kick her off.
Yes, which
Take
is.
her voice away.